Hello, family members. Hope you're having a nice day today. I'm a little more with it than I've been the last couple of days, but I'm still struggling a bit, so I hope you'll again bear with me. Today, I wanted to talk about a meme I saw on Facebook that said, um, don't engage with anything Met Gala related today. Explanation in comments. And so I went to the comments on that original post, and they were talking about the Israeli seizure of the entrance to Rafah, where Palestine and Gaza had a border, and basically that was one corridor, very you know hard to access, but a corridor for aid to get into Gaza. And so now obviously that's been interrupted, and it's horrible. I mean, we've been expecting them to go in and raise Rafah for a while now. Anyone who's really paying attention understands that they see all Palestinian people, all residents of Gaza, as being synonymous with Hamas. They're the same thing in these people's minds. And so what that means is that they're all enemy combatants, and the only way you're ever going to beat them all is just kill them all. Fun war crime stuff, right? um, so that kind of sat with me. And it reminds me very much of what happened when Notre Dame was on fire. And at the time, there were some wildfires, especially in the Amazon. Maybe not so much wildfires as potentially set fires. But, the Amazon's burning now. That hasn't stopped. But there was this idea, like, why do people care about Notre Dame but not the Amazon? And, I mean, it's silly. Why is it an or? Why does it have to be we care about this one thing or we care about this other thing? Why is it that we don't see that they're not mutually exclusive? You can care about more than one thing. And, the reason people were very interested in what was going on in Notre Dame was because it was a very unique, novel event. Like a cathedral, world famous cathedral that was hundreds of years old burned down. That's a novel event. It's not unusual that would draw people's attention, right? And just because that drew some people's attention didn't mean that they didn't care or weren't aware or didn't talk about Amazon rainforest, right? This is such a weird non sequitur. But we do this, There was the whole thing after the Oscars. The first there was the meme that went around about, like, oh, yeah, they nominated Ken, but they didn't nominate Barbie, and they didn't nominate the director, and then there was the backlash to the backlash, and it's just, it was like, people were like, why do they only care about Barbie? What about Lily Gladstone? And I'm like, are people not able to talk about Lily Gladstone and Margot Robbie? And it's so weird that they fixated on Lily Gladstone. She didn't even, like, win. So it wasn't like her moment was being stolen. She still is and will always be the first Native American woman, nominated in that category. Like, that's not going to go away. And so, yeah, it's so strange. Why do people feel the need to see other people caring about something online and just immediately jump to, you care about X, then you can't care about Y. And how shallow are you for caring about X when Y is happening or Y happened or whatever it is, you know? And it's not sensible. It doesn't make sense, you know? It's looking at pictures of Met Gala dresses does not mean that you're not paying attention to what's happening in Israel and Gaza and Rafah, specifically. Like, I can do both, like, I'm keeping an eye on what's going on in Gaza, and I look at pretty dresses because that's just one of the things that soothes me, that comforts me. It's like eating potato chips or chewing gum or something. It's a small comfort. And there's a lot of people that like to fixate on Met Gala as this like disgusting display of decadence or whatever. But it's kind of funny because it's like a museum charity event, like people want to see what people wear to it. And so it's become, like this pop cultural thing. But the event itself has been going on for a long time. And I've been to the Met. I've actually I saw the China Through the Looking Glass exhibit that they did after the Met Gala a few years back. And it was incredible. And I learned so much. Like, fashion is art, you guys. Like this, we're getting a chance to see these artisans' creations. The celebrities wearing the dresses are not really even the stars of the Met Gala. Oh, I mean, but they're not. The things they're wearing are the stars, right? And all of the designers that worked on those costumes and put effort into it, if people want to take the time to appreciate their work today, I don't see any problem with that. Like, you are going to engage in some sort of vice today. You're not going to spend every second of this day thinking about hugely consequential events. You're going to spend some part of your day on frivolous stuff, and that's good. You need to do that. That's actually healthy. You can't completely focus all of your life on the horrible things that happen in the world, because there's always going to be horrible things, and you have to be able to function. And so if the way that you function best is you take a moment to appreciate other people's amazing artistic creations, I wouldn't judge anyone for that. And, people might judge me for it, but heck, I'm going to look at the dresses. I'm going to talk about which things really speak to me, and I'm going to engage in that. And I'm also going to pay attention to Rafah. I'm still going to see what Mehdi Hassan says on Zateo. Are you watching Zateo? I did a video about that. Oh, is that me using what small platform I have to actually try to talk about these issues? Yeah, because I can do that and care about fashion. I did. What people, listen to me. Listen to me. Enjoy your life. Don't only live for the decadence and the glorious things, but take a moment and enjoy the things that are glorious. Take a moment and give yourself a break. If the Met Gala doesn't speak to you, if the whole thing seems shallow, that's fine. Say that. But don't try to couch it behind this, like, I am so much more intellectually valuable because I don't think about the Met Gala. I've never watched Game of Thrones. I never read Twilight. I mean, like, Why do people want to make a big deal about not engaging in pop culture? You know, like, if it's not for you, it's not for you. Let other people have whatever it is. You know, we all have problematic faiths. I still listen to Dr. Dre. And if you don't think that's a problematic faith, then you're not paying any attention to what the lyrics of those songs are. Because, golly, there is a lot of obias in there. There's homophobia, misogyny. I mean, there's everything. But it's an art form that I appreciate as an artistic endeavor, and it speaks to me, and it would be foolish for me to pretend that that's not true. Like, I don't have to give him money, but, like, you know, I can still listen to those songs, and if I listen and enjoy them, it's not saying anything about me, okay? Or at least I don't think so. That's my opinion, of course. And of course, I believe my opinions are right. That's how opinions work, right? If it wasn't, if I didn't believe it, then it wouldn't really be my opinion. But still, I'm just telling you, please care about Rafah, whether or not you care about the Met. I mean, it's horrifying, and I can't even imagine the absolute nightmarish horror that those people are going through, that the people, those, you know, mothers and fathers and children and families and you know, just human beings. There are human beings over there being deliberately starved to death, being bombed, being brutalized, being terrorized. And care about that. Care. Please, please talk about it. Write to your senator, write to your congressman, write to the president. Call them all. Make a stink. Do it. It's important. But, you know, if you want to play a video game or watch Met Gala coverage or your favorite reality TV show or something like that in addition, feel free. Nobody should judge you for it. They will, but if they do, they're being silly. That's all I have to say. So, I will let you go, family members. Primarily because Casey decided it's LUNCH time. And you can't really tell Casey that it's not time for whatever he thinks it's time for. Is too dumb. But, you know, I'm praying for the people of Gaza. And I'm taking the time to appreciate art I like. And I can do both. And I believe you can too. Take care of yourselves. Bye.